OAFF, it's in the name. The fourth fight of E5 is a somewhat somber one as the two fighters who lost in the newcomer tournaments face each other. We can still expect a thrilling showdown as two dynamic fighters, Kevin Randleman and Rose Namajunas, step into the ring-a-gon. With contrasting styles, this promises to be a clash of power and finesse. Who will emerge victorious in this epic battle of skill and determination?
Are you really asking me? Or is this a part of the promo?
I think I know what your opinion might be, but go ahead, dig yourself a hole.
I will say that in this fight, Rose's small size is almost an advantage. As the saying goes, the bigger they are, the further they fall. It works both ways. The smaller they are, the shorter they fall. Quite an advantage to have when facing an opponent known for tossing people around the ring.
Heard it here first, folks. Guy thinks Rose is the favorite and is willing to bet his house on her winning this match.
Hardly what I said. If that is your conclusion, maybe you need to have your analytical chips reinstalled.
Randelman presses forward, aiming to impose his strength, but Namajunas counters with calculated movements. Now Rose with a takedown, but look at Randelman with an immediate escape and counter. Now look at that! Randelman with his infamous Randelplex throwing Rose on her neck.
If Rose had any weight to put on her neck, that might have actually hurt.
Wanted to make a remark about Rose's fast recovery, but I think you might just have a point there.
Did Rose become less of a slippery fish in comparison with her last match? Or is it down to Randelman's angling ability?
Nothing fishy about that kick and follow-up. Will you suffer from catastrophic system failure if Rose actually wins this?
Most likely, but somehow, I still feel safe. Randelman is sticking to what he knows, going for submission and limb damage. But if you ask me, he should stand and strike it out with Rose, will end quicker.
Even if you are right, it's not like Rose will not prefer to take it to the ground, so he might as well be the one initiating it. Not to mention this is just his second fight for the OAFF. He probably wants to show fans some of his better moves. We have seen what happens when fighters like Mike Tyson go out of their comfort zone. Another devastating kick that lands, and a quick follow-up. Not that one-sided. Is it Guy? Should I ask the OAFF to quickly install a splash guard between us for when you will explode?
This might just be a Dave. How much punishment can Rose's tiny feeble body take?
At least a little more, it seems.
What a shutdown! After so many unanswered strikes, Rose went for the takedown and was still denied. Still think you need the splash guard?
Here come the OAFF officials with a resting warning. Haven't seen those in a while. Next excessive resting incident will mean a deduction of points for both fighters.
I think we haven't seen those since E2. Seems like they are effective in motivating the fighters.
Warning was not motivation enough. They have both been fined with minus 0.1 points. Hopefully this stops here. Not sure why the official stopped it here. This is clearly not a KO. Must have looked bad from up close or something.
Yes, this looks bad. I trust her to the official that he stopped this before Rose picked up an injury. The OAFF did see a record-breaking 3 injuries in E4, and Rose still officially has another fight in E5 against the highest-ranked OAFF eligible to fight her.
Unless either Saget or Boz Rutin pick up fewer points than her somehow, which I'll admit isn't likely. Despite the really good match rating, the penalty for resting will hurt Rose's chances not to end up dead last in the tournament. While Randelman's missing out on the 1-point KO bonus might secure his 3rd place in the newcomer tournament, and that will mean facing either Chris Cyborg or Mirko Krokop, which honestly might just be a blessing in disguise.
I think it's pretty much set in stone. Boz will have to get less than 3.85 points not to get past Randelman. But then again, there are always those pesky injuries.
Do you think the OAFF will talk with Herb Dean, the official, to make sure he, how should I put it, lets the fights reach their natural conclusion? Or even bring in some other official?
How should I know? I'm programmed just to analyze fights. I will never question Redacted's motives. Ever since they redacted my Redacted for mentioning the Redacted during the Redacted of Mankind.
Yeah, you and humanity should be more careful and grateful.